The Ugandan government introduced Universal Primary Education (UPE) and Universal Secondary Education (USE) to eliminate monetary barriers for all children attending public schools and to ensure higher enrollment. However, despite the policy's intent, many UPE and USE schools continue to charge high fees, limiting access to education for many children.
The Commission collected data, like I've already said, on school fees from 212 schools in 60 districts. The study revealed that money charged by the selected UPE schools ranged between 2,235 Ugandan shillings to 172,600 Ugandan shillings. Many students from low-income families attend school irregularly because their parents cannot consistently afford to pay tuition or other mandatory fees.
According to a report by the Equal Opportunities Commission, following a nationwide study assessing fee structures in both government and private schools, it was found that vulnerable groups are significantly impacted by high fees. The Western region leads in levying high fees for UPE, with central regions following closely in charging excessive school fees.
An impact on gender disparities, where girls are disproportionately affected by higher school fees. Normally, in times of financial difficulty, families often prioritize boys' education over girls, and this leads to early marriages or domestic responsibilities for girls and further widening gender gaps in education. So the analysis reveals significant regional variations in school fees, where the Western region has the highest average fees, substantially above the overall average.
The report points out several contributing factors to the high fees, including limited capitation funds, teachers not on the payroll, and the late release of government funds.
Although education is supposed to be free, we know that the government does not cover meals and paying for books. Parents are therefore entitled to contribute towards the provision of lunch and breakfast for their children. Schools often employ teachers who are not listed on the government payroll, since the government only pays a set number of teachers per school. Schools said that they needed to cover operational costs like water, electricity, and sometimes teachers' allowances.
In light of these findings, the Commission has called upon the government to formulate a school fees policy, among other measures, to ensure an equitable education system for all Ugandans.
The Commission is appealing to government to double the capitation grant for both UPE and USE schools if parents are not to be charged any. The policy should define what fees are permissible, including tuition, examination fees, and other charges.
As Equal Opportunities Commission, it's our mandate to make sure that, as on Monday children, we are done back to school. So those ones that have not returned to school because of the issues that we've mentioned here, should they stay home? So we are going to keep pushing. We are going to make sure that we again visit the ministry and share with them this report and have further discussions.
It is worth noting that last year, the Speaker of Parliament, Anta Mong, also advocated for the establishment of a policy to legislate school fees across Uganda. With the release of this report, will that call be acted upon? Rebecca Natongo, Susan Inabugude, UBC News.